Yes. What's going on, everybody? It's the Flying Pig here on Flying Pig United with another cheeky little stream for you lads and lasses. Happy Friday to everybody in the live chat. We are here for a cheeky little preview of the game tomorrow. There is a game on tomorrow night, Sheffield United versus Manchester United, live from Bramall Lane at 8 p.m. We're going to blunt the blades tomorrow night and smash them up, my son. How are we all doing tonight? Thank you very much for joining us and getting in here for the show. Do us a favour at the start of this one. Smash that like button on it. That's right. Give it a big thumbs up at the start of the show. Let's see if we can get 200 likes on this stream tonight. It is a late one. It is Friday. We are late. Sorry to keep you waiting there, guys. But yeah, smash a thumbs up on it. Give us a share around if you can. The link is pinned to the top of the live chat where you can go and give it a cheeky little repost on x.com if you want, and we'll shout you out later on during the show. Also, make sure you subscribe if you're new to the channel. Get yourself subscribed and get yourself in there raw throughout the show and have your say as well. But hello to everybody in the chat. Let's see who's in here tonight. Welcome in. Happy Friday, guys. Alex Core, what's good? Rajat, PJ, Howard, hello. What's happening? Dynamic Melon, Momo Mimo, let's be having you. Get in there. Alan Carter, yes, lad. Nath Alan Nazi, hello. We got Chris Webber, DJ Superfly Guy. Stay Gold, how are you doing, my son? Yes, welcome in. Amit Kumar, Sanjay, Duncan, hello to you guys. Welcome in. Nath, Mohammed, how are you going? Yes, sir. Indy, hello. John Fire as well. What's going on there? Hello. Aaron, good to see you, mate. Get in. I hope you're feeling a bit better, mate. Hello. Chris Scragg, Ben Dorr, and everybody else as well. You know, thank you very much for joining us. As I say, drop a little thumbs up on it if you haven't done so, and get yourself involved throughout the show. We will have a bit of a Q&A at the end. Jay says, hope you're feeling better. Well, I mean, I am feeling definitely better, mate, 100%. I'm still ill. I'm still, like, painkillered up to the nines. But I have started some antibiotics over the last 24 hours, which has given me a bit of a boost. I think I have some sort of horrible chest infection with what was going on there, guys. Very wheezy still and just got a bit of a, Sean Dyche vibes. But definitely feeling a bit more human today. The last couple of days are just sorry for no streams. Last couple of days completely unable to stream due to just being completely under the weather. But we are right back at it now. And obviously looking forward to the game tomorrow. We'll be doing a watch along for that as well. So thanks very much for everyone's concern. Much love. Blazing Zari, what's good? Hey, Cake Cadet, how you doing, lad? What's going on, lad? He's not bothered about the result of the match of the season's over. Our club is fucked, but it's always fun watching here on Pigs Watch Alongs. Hey, get in there, my son. Cake Cadet, I feel you on that one, man. I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't go as far as to say the season's just over just as of yet, mate. I know we are obviously struggling at the moment. We've had a bad start. Let's just kick the preview off then. I mean, we've definitely had a bad start to the season. Certainly one of the worst starts we've had in modern history at Manchester United. Can't get away from it. We look at where we are in the league, smack bang mid-table. Awful set of results. Lucky really to get the result in the last game as well. I mean, I'd say lucky. We did show heart and fight back and do well there. Perhaps the international break coming at a good time for us just to rest up a couple of players, get a couple of injury over and done with, a couple of injured players back into the side, because we did have a lot of injury problems at the start of the season. That has to be said also. So it's not like it's been easy for Ten Hag, and then we've had off-the-field issues, all sorts of problems going on at the football club. So, it's not been an easy start to the campaign. I still think if we can just put a little run together, we can get back on track for the season. Now, previously, I would have said definitely that's not the case, but just a couple of results going away. If we beat Sheffield United, lo and behold, if we do something miraculous and get some sort of a result against Manchester City, then that could really revitalise our season. So it's not quite over yet. Like, let's be honest, if we beat Sheffield United and we beat Manchester City, our season is right back on track again. It really is. But it's hard to think of this Manchester United side based on how we've been playing and what we're looking like at the moment. But it's hard for us to imagine beating them, to be honest, at this moment in time. But if that happens, our season is essentially saved, but it probably won't happen, will it? Diego, what's going on? He says we've got 57 likes. Thank you very much, everyone who's hit the like button. Yes, let's get to 100 likes immediately. Thank you, Ravens Man Sensors. Looking good like the hoodie. Oh, thank you very much. What, you mean the old Gashtastic hoodie, mate? You mean the old Gashtastic, lad? Yeah, it's a bit wonky, isn't it? Or maybe it's just the way I'm sat. I don't know. But I did print this yesterday. I was bored and I thought, oh, you know, I've just got a plain grey hoodie. Might as well just print a cheeky Gashtastic on it, my son. You know what I mean? So I've got a cheeky Gashtastic hoodie now. It's cold in this garage these days, so I've had to upgrade from the T-shirts to the Gashtastic hoodies these days. But anyway, nice one. Right, let's crack on with the preview for the game. So Sheffield United coming up tomorrow. No game is easy for Manchester United right now, but if there is an easy game, I suppose it should be against a team who are bottom of the league table. You know, they are absolutely shitting the bed at the moment this season. They're having a bit of a nightmare. I expect Manchester United to go there and absolutely smash them to pieces. But we'll see. We haven't looked good in most of the games this season. In fact, if you really want to analyse how we've been playing, I think it's fair to say that the only game we really look decent in this season is probably that Crystal Palace Cup game. All the other games, yeah, we did fight back in the last one against Brentford, but all the other games, I think we've been very underwhelming. We've performed like a bag of shit, if we're being honest, and we haven't looked like Manchester United at all. Only that cup game against Palace, which who really gives a shit about that anyway? That's the only game we've actually looked like a proper dominant side. So I'm not really expecting this to be an easy game, but I will ask the live chat now very quickly. Get your predictions in for the scoreline for tomorrow night's game. So I'd like to be optimistic. Yesterday I was feeling optimistic and I was thinking to myself, 5-0 we'll go there and drop them up at Bramall Lane. You know, they're shite. But I'll tell you something, I'm not feeling that anymore. I don't know why. I'm just feeling like it's going to be a tough, scrappy win. Maybe not that scrappy, but I'm going for 2-0 to United. 2-0 to United. That's my prediction for the game. Get your score predictions in there. Let us know what your thoughts are. Colin feels the same way. He says a Rashland masterclass. Love that. 2-2 says Dream MV. Alex Core's going 1-1. Momo's going 3-1. PJ's going 1-1. Ulster, how you doing, my son? I hope you're doing well tonight. Get to there, you legend. Sanjay's going 2-0 as well. Oh, dear. 3-0 to the best team on earth, says Orlando. 2-1, says Nath. Larry's going 2-1. Rashat's going 4-1. 3-1 to United, says Stephen Shipman. An easy 1-0, says Madhouse. Get in there, my son. Connor Walsh feels it's going to be a 2-0 to United. Yeah, 2-0 away, PJ. Sheffield United bottom of the table, lad. They're absolutely guff. Surely we've got to go there and get a clean sheet. We're Manchester United. I know it's going to be... who knows what's going to happen with this United side right now. We could go there and bash them 5-0, or we could go and get beaten. You just don't know. Man United are very poor at the moment. We're not our usual selves at all. And we are having a bad start to this Premier League campaign, so who really knows? It could be any result, couldn't it? But I'm trying to remain optimistic and going for a 2-0 clean sheet. Alan thinks it's going to be 2-0 as well. Yeah, last year, 2021, 2-1, 2-0, says King Boomy. Ulster's going 3-1 to United. I mean, you know, that's an optimistic take when Ulf 793 is going for the win to United. I think every single prediction we've asked this season, Ulster said the other team are going to win. So even he realises how shite Sheffield United are right now. 2-4 to Man U, says DJ Superfly Guy. Pete Morris is going 2-0. 2-0 seems a popular choice. Duncan's going 4-0 as well. What's up? Dante, you legend. Thank you so much for getting in here raw, lad. I hope you're doing well, bro. Thank you so much, Mr. Dante, for getting in here and being a 43-month member of the channel. Please, can we just take a moment to get some hashtag 43s in there for the legend that is Dante? Appreciate you, my friend. Thank you so much for being a part of this community for all that time and longer. You're an absolute legend. Get some love in there for Dante. Hope you're good tonight, mate. He says, let's just make sure we leave with 3 points. Hashtag love United, hate Glazers. Get in there, my son. Absolutely right. Yeah, I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter, does it? It's about getting those 3 points on the board. It's about building a little bit of momentum in the side. We got the win against Brentford by the skin of our ball bag. Now it's time to build on that and try and get the win here any which way we can against Sheffield United. You're right. I mean, the performance at this stage is kind of secondary. We want to see a good account of ourselves, of course, but the result is the most important thing. So let's just hope, like you say, that we leave with the 3 points. Get in there, Mr. Tay, you absolute handsome bastard. I appreciate you, my son. Rory C, thank you for the €5 super chat here. get in there. Yeah, let's get some super chat emojis in there for this legend. He says, spare a thought for us Irish who had to watch the New Zealand stroll to the World Cup final after we bottled the quarters. We better win well tomorrow. Hey, fair play to you, Rory C. Let's get some four-leaf clover emojis in there for the Irish there. Top of the morning to you, Rory C. I'm sorry to hear that, my son. Yeah. Bless. You know what I mean? Rory, thank you very much for getting in it with the €5 super chat. You're a legend, sir. Cake says 1-0 to Man United. Don't forget Pig United are shite against low block teams. Okay, fair enough, but we're talking about a really shite low block team here. We're talking about a team that's bottom of the Premier League table, so come on. United, with our talents on the pitch, you'd expect us to just be able to turn up and be able to break them down at some point and create some chances and score some goals. Come on, we've got class on the pitch. We do, compared to them anyway. Now, compared to them, we should be able to go there and trounce them. Now, football does not work that way. I know that. It's about having the right team mentality. One thing that does concern me a little bit about Sheffield United right now, which is just the fact that they are bottom of the table, the fact that they have had a really bad start to the season. They barely got any points on the board at all. And because of that, I guess they're kind of dangerous. They'll be fighting their guts out to try and get the 3 points at home against United. Of course they will, and they're desperate for their 3 points, aren't they? So, crikey, they're actually a dangerous side right now, the fact that they are doing so poorly. There's no easy games in the Premier League. No easy games in the Premier League. Onana ain't getting a clean sheet, says the just super fly guy. That's harsh, mate. I hear that his maid changes them every single morning for him. How dare you? Natalia says 2-0. Sounds good, to be fair. Blazing Stars going 4-1. Howard's going for 3-0. Yeah, the mustard get-in says 1-0 United, 1-2 loss if Slappy plays. Respect it. I respect it. Nice one. Okay, hey Jonathan Gallagher, what's going on, mate? Nothing is guaranteed, especially Manchester United away from home. No, you're absolutely right. You are absolutely right. Anything can happen in this game. Like I said a few minutes ago, I'm expecting United to go there and win. But because of the form we showed, because of the fact that we have struggled majorly all over the gaff, you never know. Sheffield United could actually get some sort of result. That is a really strong possibility right now. I expect United to win, though. But you never know. Zane Miyasi, how you doing? Thank you for getting in here, Zano Miyasi. What's happening? How's your week been there, Zane? Hope you're keeping well, boss. Thank you for the super chat, my son. Let's get some love in there for Zano. Zano Miyasi says, Piggy, did you see Ratcliffe might want to sell Casemiro? I'll send extra super chats tomorrow so you can get heating system for the garage to keep yourself warm during meltdowns. You really are something else, aren't you, Jamie Ashley, lad? Fair play to you, mate. Yeah, you know, that's fine. Send the money over, mate. Thank you. I appreciate it. Make it rain, lad. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate that. It is chilly in the garage, mate. I must say these days, it's actually not too bad today. It's not too chilly today, but I'll tell you what, in the bleak midwinter, December, January, it's going to be chilly on the old William here, mate, I'll tell you. But thank you so much for that. Ratcliffe might want to sell Casemiro. I believe this is all just speculative guff. I mean, I honestly do think that in probably a year's time, or, you know, at the end of this season, we'll be looking to move Casemiro on anyway. I know he's got a longer contract than that, but I don't really expect Casemiro to stay at United that long. You look at the sort of trend that's taken place with a lot of these older players going to Saudi Arabia. I think I can see him going to Saudi in a year's time, you know. I think Man United could cash in, get a bit of money back for him. Let's face it, we paid, 70 million, wasn't it, for the guy? A lot of money for a 30-year-old at the time. He'll be 32, 33 by the time of the end of this contract. So I think if we could get some cash back, maybe get 30 mil back or 25 mil back, and then he goes to Saudi for a big fat payday, it sort of suits everybody. Not that he's not a class player, but I think maybe the start of this season you are just seeing him slow down a little bit. But you know what though? I've got to be honest. I'm not liking all of this sort of, what's the word I would use? Not hatred, but this criticism that Casemiro's getting this season. I personally don't think he's been playing well at all. Honestly, don't. You can't pretend that he's had a good season so far. You know what, though? He's still a class act. He's still a classy player, this guy. And it doesn't leave you overnight. Last season, he was one of our best players. He was fucking fantastic. And he's got a great mentality, and he's never really been about the pace or the legs. It's not really been about that. I think the problem with him at United this season is we've been asking him to do a little bit too much. He's had to sort of cover that whole area in the central defensive midfield on his own, more or less. He needs a bit of help. I can imagine with Casemiro and Amrabat back in the side, we're going to be very, very solid in those terms. So in that defensive midfield position, I mean, if they're both playing alongside each other, Casemiro will get the help that he needs, and I think you'll see the best of Cassie again. So I don't think Cassie's done by any means. I think he's still a class act. People talk about him like he's 45 years old. He's not. He's still got a lot to offer Manchester United, I think he's going to have a really, really good season beyond, this period. And actually, in terms of goals and stuff, he's actually contributed already this season for us. So, I think there's still plenty of time left for Cassie to do well for Man United this season. I don't think we're going to get rid of him anytime soon. But I could see him being cashed in on sometime maybe in the next year or two and him go off to Saudi Arabia for a big payday. I could see that, to be fair. Yeah, Orlando says Casemiro will rise, just wait. Yeah, I think he's going to have a good time of it. Exactly, he's been left in the shit by players around him. I completely agree with you, lad. I completely agree with you. He's younger than Kevin De Bruyne. Yeah, he's only, 31, 32? He's super young. He needs a partner again. Eriksen not putting his weight. Yeah, fair enough. There you go. So I think you've got to say, give him a bit of help in that midfield. Hopefully Amrabat and Cassie can establish a very nice central midfield sort of combo. But anyway, thank you for your super chat there, Zamiasi. I appreciate you, my son. Let's get into sort of some of the comments that Erik ten Hag made during the press. So once again, guys, if you're just getting in here, we've got 170 legends in here. Smash that like button. It's free. It helps the channel out. Let's see if we get 170 likes on this stream. So do hit the thumbs up if you're just joining us. It's free. It helps boost us up there on the old YouTube algorithm and helps the channel. Drop a little like on it if you want to. That would be awesome. And also, share it around on social media. We'll shout you all out a bit later on, everybody who retweets it. Thank you so much. Jonathan, I will be doing my team prediction in a little bit. Absolutely, lad. Before I do, I just want to get into some of the comments that Ten Hag made before the game. And then also, I'm going to read this super chat out from Zamiasi, who says that now that Sancho is up for sale, will he stay in the league or move abroad? Nobody's going to really want him in the league, I don't think, lad. I think he will be moving abroad, yeah. He'll probably be moving abroad to, let's see what league would be suitable for Jadon Sancho to go to based on his effort levels and his abilities and things he's done. I think probably you'd be looking at the Honduran league, or if not the Honduran league, maybe the Tongan league, lad. Yeah, I think he could do a job over there, Yeah, I would say so. Perhaps the Madagascan Premier League would be a good place for this guy with his current levels of ability and effort levels. You know what I mean? The guy's a melter! Just get rid of him wherever you can, lad! You know what I mean? So we don't need this guy in our team anymore. Anywhere we can get rid of him would be nice in January. Now, Saudi Arabia makes a bit of sense. I see him going to Saudi. The reason I see him going to Saudi is they're the only ones crazy enough right now to spend big money on an absolute prima donna, egomaniac, shite player. The guy's had a crap couple of years at United. He looks rubbish. I don't see another Premier League team going to pay 40 million for him. I think that's what United are wanting. 30 to 40 million for the guy for a permanent transfer. Because we paid 73 million for the guy, We're not just going to let a 23-year-old homegrown English player go for peanuts or go for nothing. I think you've got to say that we want probably 30 to 40 million for the guy. Who's going to pay 30, 40 million for Jadon Sancho? Only the criminally insane would pay that amount. Or moneybag Saudi Arabia, who are acquiring players like they're going out of fashion, They might be interested in taking him on for 30 mil or something. And they're actually capable of paying him the wages that he is currently on at Manchester United. No other team in their right mind would be interested in paying Sancho 250 to 350,000 pounds a week. Not a chance. So because of that, I don't think there's anybody out there crazy enough to really put a bid in for Sancho, apart from maybe a Saudi team. Or I suppose you could try and do some sort of swap deal. That might give us a bit better value. Try and get a one-to-way player elsewhere coming in this direction, and Sancho goes in the opposite direction. Like Dan Tace just said here, swap Sancho plus 30 for Osimhen, If that would be genius moves. To be fair, though, I think we'd have to give him a lot more than 30 to get him. But something like that, if there's a player who's want away elsewhere at another team, maybe it would fit two different parties to do some sort of an exchange. I think that's a really, really valid point, actually. What's up, Dave? How you doing? Crazy Joe. Crazy Joe Devola, thank you so much for being a member for a year, boss. Can we get a hashtag 12 in the live chat? Thank you, Crazy Joe. Happy anniversary, my son. Thank you for being a sausage soldier for a whole year, you legend. Even though you're a Manchester City scammer. Crazy Joe says, Pig, is there any United player who could do it in City? Boring! Boring question. No, fair play, lad. Thank you for being a member 12 months. To be fair, I've gone over this recently. I've said there's not that many players that Manchester United currently have that would actually get into the starting 11 of Manchester City, if any. Let's just be totally honest. let's be totally honest. There's only a couple that would be in contention, and that's the experienced heads, like people like Cassie, people like Varane, people like Bruno Fernandes. And most of them, you could argue, wouldn't even get into the side anyway, because they'd probably rather Kevin De Bruyne over Bruno. They'd probably rather Rodri over Cassie. So honestly, I don't want to be that guy, but probably not that many players. No, in all honesty, let's just be honest. There's no point pretending City are a better team with a better set of players who are more established and successful than United currently right now. Now, the reason they are is because of years and years of outright cheating, and they are a complete disgrace, and they need to be punished and sacked off to the Conference League. But you can't get away with that. They have got a better set and a better team at this moment in time. That's just the truth. We'd be delusional to think anything other than that. So I don't really want to say it out loud, but yeah, to be honest, I don't see how that many players from Man United would get into their team right now. Anyway, screw Manchester shitty lad. Okay, let's just cover some of the comments that Ten Hag has sort of said during the press conference and stuff. So in regards to Victor Lindelof, bless Victor Lindelof. Let's get some love hearts in there for the victims of that horrible shooting that took place in Belgium the other day. A couple of Swedish fans were murdered. Unbelievable thing to be happening around a game of football, just shocking. You go to a game of football and you never come home. It's fucking disgusting, really. But there you go, there's some psychos in this world. Let's get some love hearts in there for them. Ten Hag on Victor Lindelof said that the terrible situation, sad for the victims and relatives. It's a crazy world. Victor had a bad experience. He had to stay and give statements. He's exhausted. He didn't sleep overnight. He dealt with the situation. He has energy and is ready to play this game. So Ten Hag saying that he is in contention to start this game or play this game in some capacity. So we might be seeing Victor Lindelof. This is the team news we're going to get into now. Casemiro is injured, guys. Cassie is out. He's got some sort of ankle problem, doesn't he? Casemiro is out. In terms of a time frame, it doesn't seem like it's too serious. Ten Hag has said on Casemiro that I'm sure and confident he will be back for the next games. So very short notice. The good thing is also that Sofyan Amrabat is available. So just a bit of a confirmation that Sofyan's available, but Cassie is not going to be playing in the game tomorrow, which is a loss for us. It is a big loss for us, to be fair. He's not looked amazing this season, as we just talked about, but he is definitely a big player for us. And then in regards to, Raphael Varane is back, which is great news for us. So Ten Hag said that Raphael Varane's back. So I think especially in the back line, I'm very happy with Rafa back and Sergio Reguilon back. So we've got Sergio Reguilon back. That's a big plus point, because we were having to play like Sofyan Amrabat over on the left back position, or players out of position in general, didn't have the cover there at left back. So very important to have Reguilon back. And to be fair to him, in the games that he's played for United so far this season, he's looked really good. So I'm very buzzing to see Reguilon back, and also Raphael Varane's a monster player for Man United. We always look better at the back with Raphael Varane in the side. He's just an injury-prone melt. Probably won't last 25 minutes, but there you go. He is back, so you've got to start him if he's fit and available. Ten Hag says Raphael Varane's back, so I think especially in the back line, I'm very happy with Rafa back and Sergio Reguilon back. That's very good news, of course. It's disappointing that Casemiro picked up an injury, but it's not too bad, so it doesn't seem like it's going to be that long for him to be out. Jamza says Sheffield United, easy win for them. Get out. Jamza, what's good, lad? Oh, Crazy Joe Devola, mate. Thank you so much for gifting out 5 memberships on the channel, you legend. I appreciate you, lad. Let's get some love hearts in there for Crazy Joe. Thank you so much for making 5 new members on the channel, lad. I appreciate you so much. Thank you so much. Rory C, Dynamic Melon, John Blatchford, C Talentless, and Transient Ghost. All gifted memberships there by the one and only City Scummer, Crazy Joe Devola. Thank you, Crazy Joe, lad. You're crazy, lad. Let's get some hell yeahs in the live chat there for Crazy Joe. Thank you so much for gifting out 5 members on the channel, mate. I appreciate that. Thanks for the raw tip there, bro, and for making 5 members. You're a legend. Yes, get some hashtag thank yous in the live chat there for him, especially if you're one of the lucky ones to get the membership there from Crazy Joe. Thank you, Crazy Joe, man. Much love, much love. Thank you so much, bud. Appreciate that. He's sending some of that Manchester shitty money oil money, I should say, over this way. Thank you for sharing the love. Appreciate that. Nice one, lad. Get in there, my son. That's very kind of you. Rory C has also got in on the act with a super chat. He says, mad that we have the highest wage bill and not one would get into the City team, a few into the squad. How do they mess up recruitment so badly? Yeah, that is true, isn't it? A few would get into their squad, but I don't know if I don't think there's anybody really that would get into their starting level, if we're being totally honest. We've just done that for years and years, Rory. It's mismanagement from the top down, lad. The recruitment's been poor. The people in charge of the financials when it comes to the footballing side of things, i.e. the wage structure, have had a complete shambles as well. You can't get away from it. Thank you, Michael Jenkins. Looking forward to the game. Thank you very much for the super chat there, Rory. And thank you once again to Crazy Joe Devola for gifting out 5 memberships, lad. Nicholas Williams with an 18-month member comment says, Sup, Pig, United better smash Sheffield. They are guff. They are guff, aren't they? You're absolutely right. We will do, mate. Come on. We've got faith. I've got some faith. If we can't beat Sheffield United, then this season is literally dead, yeah. We must go there and trounce them. They're the bottom of the table. They're absolutely melting. They can't buy a win. You know, United have to do the business tomorrow, otherwise it's, goodness knows what sort of reaction is going to happen. Thank you so much, by the way, Nicholas Williams, and thank you, Davor Lakic, for subscribing to the channel. Yes, if you guys are new like Davor, if it's your first time here tonight, then make sure you smash that subscribe button. That's the red one down below that says subscribe, and drop a little like on this video as well. Get in there, Crazy Joe, top man. Right, let's get back into what Ten Hag has been talking about here. So, on Sancho, he's asked about Sancho. Not going to dwell on Sancho, neither was he, but in the press conference he was asked about Sancho. Don't know why these journalists keep asking him about Sancho. It's fucking boring, isn't it? Move on, mate. He said everything has been said about it. Yeah, he's not coming back. He's a shithouse. There you go. That's what's been said. No point talking about it. He was asked about Andre Onana and the bad start that he's had to his season. Couple of interesting points from Ten Hag on Andre Onana. He said that we know Andre Onana will do much better. He has to step up. Andre has to make his future by giving better performances. I'm sure he will do. He showed it at Barcelona, Ajax, Inter Milan, so I'm sure he will give a great performance. I hope so. I mean, we need him to start playing consistently well and not making all these gash-tastic errors. Made so many errors this season so far. It's easy to sort of say that we've wasted our money on him, but corners can be turned. Let's hope that Onana starts to perform consistently and learns from this sort of issue-laden period that he's had at United. And Ten Hag does make a valid point in this presser as well in regards to Andre Onana and the goalkeepers at United in general. He has made a valid point. Now, I'll give you my thoughts on it, but he did say this. He said, big United keepers like Peter Schmeichel, like David De Gea, also, they started not too good. So he's kind of like protecting his goalkeeper. I mean, it's true. David De Gea didn't start particularly well at Manchester United, did he? But it's a different scenario because he was like a kid at the time. You know, he physically wasn't there. But obviously, Ten Hag's got to stick up for his guy that he spent 50 million to bring in and also allowed David De Gea to go on a free. He's got to stick up for his guy and he's got to play his guy. So let's just hope for the best for Andre Onana. But, I mean, I'm not convinced about Andre Onana. Let's ask the live chat, guys. Do you think Andre Onana, in a year's time, will still be Manchester United's #1 based on merit and based on deserving of performances? Let us know. Yes or no? Honestly, I don't want to be a negative person here. Honestly, I don't actually think he will. I think within a year, Man United would have got somebody else in there. I hate to be that person, but I just don't really see him doing what we need him to do at the club. I kind of think that he'll fail long term. Now, I don't want to take that stance, but that's honestly my genuine opinion. You viewed, thank you very much for getting in here raw, lad. Only because, like, you know, goalkeepers is a tough position to cover at this football club. We've seen many times when players go, big goalkeepers go, it takes a little bit of time to replace them. You viewed, thank you for your super chat here, buddy. He says, Don Piglioni, the slab, will be sleeping with the fishers and any other melts in our team who are just plain melters. Academy players time. Hey, fair play to you, View. Yeah. So I would give a lot of opportunities to youngsters right now. I don't think Ten Hag will necessarily, but I would. I'd like to see players like Pellistri, Garnacho, Hannibal, all given chances because I think they're deserving of it. Yeah, fair play to you. Thank you so much. There's a lot of melters in that first 11, isn't there? A lot of melters, a lot of senior melters, lad. And they should probably be sacked off in favour of a youngster. Good shout, lad. I am going on the gaming channel after this stream. Jams are highlights. Yes, sir. Oh, yes, I am. Exactly, Dante says, our history of goalkeepers certainly on my lifetime is mixed, to say the least. Big Pete and Van der Sar best by far, then De Gea rest were piss poor. Precisely, yeah. That's right. Took us a long time to replace old Schmeichs, didn't it? Until we got Edwin. So, yeah, you know, there's a lot of bad ones. I kind of viewed, like, Andre Onana as kind of a Fabian Barthez type keeper for us, unfortunately. And we all know it didn't work out with Fabian Barthez. You know, there's been a lot of gash ones. Roy Carroll, Mark Bosnich, you know, Massimo Taibbi. But, yeah, definitely, you know, Tim Howard was probably the best of the bad bunch. But, yeah, De Gea, third best, Edwin, second best, and Schmeich's the best for me in that order. So, yeah, there you go. Thank you so much, Dante, for getting in there. It is a problem area for us, and it is difficult to go and just replace a great keeper with another great keeper and them to slot in there. That's the problem. So, yeah, but Ten Hag obviously defending his manager. Just Ten Hag was asked about this whole sale takeover business that's going on at this moment in time, and Sir Jim Ratcliffe and all this guff. He didn't say too much on it, but I just thought I'd give you the quotes here. So, Ten Hag on Sir Jim Ratcliffe entering with a 25% minority stake. By the way, hashtag Ratcliffe out, a.k.a. Twatcliffe. Hashtag Glazers out. This is sickening. We can't let this go ahead, guys. It's an absolute fucking shambles. It just enables the Glazers to stranglehold Manchester United for the next X amount of years again, rather than them fucking off, which is the only actual logical way of doing things. The only way that Manchester United get back to our glory days is to get rid of these shithouse owners who are terrible. Not to just pretend that they're giving control to somebody else who's just going to be a Glazer shill. Fuck that. But anyway, he says, I'm not really involved in this. Others in the club are dealing with this. I'm focusing on my team, focusing on the current block. The most important priority is the next game. It's all about that. So Ten Hag's not involved with this at all, as you would expect. It's all about the Glazer shithouses and the upstairs folks doing the business here. Hashtag Glazer. I'm sick and tired of talking about these rat bags, but we have to, unfortunately. But I'm not going to dwell on it too much. But it is a disgrace what's happening at this football club with the Sheikh Jassim pulling out because of the Glazers asking for too much money, just being too greedy. And now they're selling a piece of the football club for a significant amount of cash, of which they're going to raise money and just siphon a lot of it out of the football club for their own coffers. They're not really going to invest it properly in the football club. And even if we had 10 billion, I wouldn't be convinced that they're going to spend it wisely based on their running of the football club over the last 17, 18 years. They don't spend money wisely. We've spent a lot of money over the years on players, and the recruitment we've got, like we just said a moment ago, there's only a few players even get into Manchester City's squad, yet our wage expenditure is the highest out there. You know, we've spent a huge amount of money and we've not got anything back for it, so it's just piss poor management from the top down. We can't keep pretending that this is going to solve anything. It's not going to solve anything, this investment. So I'm just disgusted. Yeah, hashtag Glazers out. Get some Glazer out emojis in there. It's a fucking debacle. Right, okay. Ten Hag also said this. He also said, with our way of playing and with our mentality, we will achieve the results that we're looking for. Okay, then. We've not been playing very well at the moment in time, but okay, fair enough. Just on Bruno Fernandes as well, in playing him out of position and stuff, this is what he said about Bruno. He said that in periods of the season, you have to deal with certain situations like injuries at full-back and right wing in the last couple of games. We have to find solutions. Bruno is a very good right winger as well. He has his freedom there. He's okay at right wing. He is okay at right wing, but let's be honest, his best position is in the middle, isn't it? He influences the games better there. He kind of looks a bit like a fish out of water at right wing for me, so I'm not so convinced, but he can do a job there for us, I suppose. And then finally, just on Harry Maguire, in the presser he was asked about Slabo, and Slabo said this about Slabo. He said that I've not heard it, the boos, all of the fans were supportive for us against Brentford and the games before. I think we have a strong bond with our fans. I don't think Harry is booed. He doesn't deserve it. His performance against Brentford and for England, he has been very good. All right, okay, yeah, he was good against Brentford. I give him the credit there, and he was pretty good for England. But you know what? It's not about 1 or 2 games, is it? It's about a couple of years of absolute guff. That's why he's getting maybe booed by some elements of the fan base. And I have to say, you know, so I don't know if you saw these comments the other day from Harry Maguire. He was asked in and around the internationals that, you know, what's his thoughts on getting booed for England and all that kind of thing. And he said this, which is also kind of, in my opinion, a way of saying it about Manchester United fans without saying Manchester United fans. But he said no real England fans would boo the players. That's basically what Harry Maguire said. I'm ad-libbing a little bit. I can't remember exactly his quote. But Harry Maguire basically said something along the lines of no real fans of England, no real fans would boo the players. Like, hang on a second, Slabo. What gives you the right to say that? You know what I mean? He's basically backhanding the Manchester United fans there as well, who have booed him, by saying the same. Because if he's saying that about England fans, then he means it the same about Manchester United fans. And I know that a lot of Manchester United fans, particularly at Old Trafford, you know, they're not the type of fans to boo their own players. Nobody wants to do that. But you saw when we went to Ireland in a pre-season friendly, Slabo was getting booed. And I think there's obviously a big element of the fan base, myself included, that think that Harry Maguire, his performances have been absolutely gash-tastic, mate. Absolutely gash-tastic. And if we want to fucking boo, we'll boo. You know what I mean? That's how I feel about it. And Slabby Maguire should just take that criticism based on the fact that he shouldn't even be here. And this twat has decided to stay against everyone's will Ten Hag tried to sell him in the summer. Man United didn't want him in the summer. We accepted a bid from West Ham in the summer, and he's decided to stick around like a bad stench. So if he gets booed, that's his own fault. And if he performs like a gas-tastic melter and scores OGs, expect to be booed. That's all I'd say about him. Jack Abernathy says he deserves to be booed. I mean, I think he does deserve to be booed. There you go. What do you think, guys? Do you think Maguire deserves to be booed, yes or no? I mean, I'm not condoning, picking on our players. Nobody wants to boo our own players. But if they're getting selected and they're not playing well enough and they're performing gash most weeks and they've decided to stay when they could have left Manchester United and helped the team out and gone to a different football club and played at a different standard, such as West Ham United, and decided to stay against everyone's will, they deserve to be booed. That's kind of what I think. Rory says yes, deserves to be sacked, says fire up. Yes, get out, says DJ Superfly Guy. No booing, says Orlando. You're a grown man, so I don't boo. Well, that doesn't really make a difference, does it, NT, whether you're a grown man or not? I mean, that's pretty silly comment, really, isn't it? I mean, if you're entitled to boo no matter what age you are, and if you think that somebody's bad for your football club, which I personally do about Maguire, I don't think age comes into it or being a grown man or not. It doesn't make you cool, NT, to say that, mate, just because you don't boo players, you know what I mean? And that's a backhanded trying to say that everybody who boos him is not grown up. That's bullshit, man. That's bullshit. Bullshit comment there, NT, lad. 100% weekly, we should have booed him while he was still in the womb. That's harsh. Please boo me. Exactly, he's on to a couple $100,000 a week, mate, and he's shite. Anyway, so, right, okay, it's not about Maguire, this, anyway. Let's move on. But it is actually silly, isn't it? It is actually silly. I mean, all the fans are doing is just voicing their opinions on an awful player at the football club. So you can call it immature, you could say what you want, but actually we're entitled to our opinions, we're entitled to voice our opinions, and booing is an indicator that there's just a level of unhappiness within the fan base about a player who's performing badly and a player who's decided to stay against the club's will. That's what it is. I don't think he'd be getting booed if it wasn't for the fact that he decided to stay against, rather than going to West Ham. So it's his own fault. You made your bed, you lie in it. You shit in the bed, you lie in it, lad. That's what's happened there. Okay, right, let's get on to the form and stuff like that, guys, very quickly. But those are Ten Hag's comments. Some interesting comments there. The form guide. Let's have a look at the form guide. So, no surprises. Sheffield United right now, 1 point in the Premier League over the last 6 games. They're absolutely shitting the bed, guys. It's a bed shitting incident for them, no doubt. If you have a look at the Premier League table, then, they're bottom of the table. They're having an absolute stinker. They literally have 1 point this season. They've got a goal difference of -16. They've played 8 games. They've drawn 1 game. They've lost 7 games. They've conceded 22 goals. They've scored 6 goals. Goal difference of -16. Now, come on. If Man United can't beat them, there's some serious problems here. And over the last 6 games, we always, on these previews, we have a look at the last 6 games of both the clubs to see what their latest form's like in the league. Well, there's only 8 games played this season, but let's have a look at the last 6. So, they lost 2-1 to Manchester City. They drew 2-2 with Everton, and let's face it, Everton are shite this season. So, they are drawing against shite teams there. They lost to Spurs. They lost 8-0 to Newcastle. They lost to West Ham, and they lost 3-1 to Fulham. What you can say about those 6 games that they've played, they're playing some very good teams there, actually. City, Tottenham, Newcastle, they're playing some good teams, to be fair. So it's not going to be easy for a newly promoted side, but they really have been trounced in a lot of those games, including that 8-0 against Newcastle United. So surely, based on that form and based on how they're doing this season, it doesn't matter that they're at home at Bramall Lane. Man United should batter them. Come on, United! That's what we should do. Zay Miyasi, thank you very much for the super chat here, my son. Let's get some love hearts in there for Zaydo Miyasi. He says, I bet the wokists down the line will ban booing in the stadium so not to upset the feelings of the poor players who always seem to suffer from mental health. Zay Miyasi's going in there raw. They probably will, mate. They'll probably create an app to report the boos or something. It's a fair one, Zane. But you know what? Zay Miyasi, I honestly just think that these people got to man up a little bit these days. No, they're in for criticism. They're in the public eye. Don't play the sport if you don't want to be in line for criticism. And particularly, don't refuse to go and play for a different side when they come a knocking, when the club doesn't even want you anymore, have accepted an offer from West Ham, and you stick around and decide to stay and collect your £200,000 a week. So, there's certainly I don't agree with booing in general, but I think there's a time and a place for it. And I think that, in particularly for Maguire, who's elected to stay against everyone's will, he's in line for criticism and he's in line to be booed. And his performances are subpar. So, that's it. I think it's probably an element to that, saying. I think they probably, one day they might do that. One day we probably won't even be fighting for a Premier League trophy, mate. One day they'll probably just eradicate the 1 to 20 finishing positions and just give everyone a participation trophy. That's it, guys. Now football has become entertainment where it doesn't matter where you finish. It's not about winning, drawing or losing anymore. You just play for fun. Play for fun and everybody gets a ribbon at the end of it. You know what I mean? What the fuck's going on with the world, mate? Breeding a bunch of snowflake pansies, lad. Think about how, that's what it's like at school these days in some ways. Like, that's what I hear at these sports days and stuff. You used to get a gold, a silver and a bronze at my school and everybody else got fuck all in the class if you finished outside the top 3 places. Nowadays, everyone gets a participation trophy, mate. The world's gone bloody mad. Oh no, we don't want to say this person's won and that person's lost in case somebody gets their feelings hurt. What a load of bollocks. Anyway, thank you very much there, bro. It's a fair one, isn't it? Right. Anyway, Manchester United's form. Okay, we're 11th in the form guide of the Premier League this season at the moment over the last 6 games. 11th in the form guide, that is. 9 points. 3-2 win against Nottingham Forest. 3-1 loss against Arsenal. 3-1 loss against Brighton. 1-0 win against Burnley, just. 1-0 loss against Palace and a 2-1 win against Brentford, just. Those are the last 6 games. We are 11th in the form guide. That's not great. We're not obviously a good side right now either. We've had a good struggle this season. But should be enough to get the job done against Sheffield United, who are literally bottom of the bunch. And are shite. So there you go. Come on, United. Right, in regards to the injuries and stuff, just to give you a quick rundown of who's injured and who's not available right now. So United, Casemiro's out. Lisandro Martinez is still out, obviously long-term. Luke Shaw's out still. Tyro Malacia is out. Aaron Wan-Bissaka's out. Ahmed Diallo's out. Kobbie Mainoo's out, but hopefully approaching fitness soon. And Jadon Sancho, disciplinary issues. So those are the players that are definitely not available. There are some players that are out for Sheffield United as well, like Chris Basham, John Egan, Tom Davies, Daniel Jefferson as well. Those players are out for them. So they've not got a full-strength side out, and they're shite, so we should batter them. Let's get into the team lineup prediction then, guys. Before we do, United, thank you for being a member for 4 months, lad. Get in there, my son. He says, this game could get called off for pitch flooding. Are you serious, United? No way. Bramall Lane's in a bloody swamp, is it, right now? Crikey, I did not know that. So the weather's filth up there, is it, lad? Ah, no. United, let's get hashtag 4 in there. Thanks for being a member. That's the first I've heard about that. But that is gash, lad. Hopefully it goes ahead, man. Hopefully it goes ahead. How can that happen in the modern day when with all these, drainage systems and under pitch heating and all these new facilities? I guess that's what happens when you have some of these teams coming up from the Championship, maybe. Thank you so much, by the way. I appreciate you being a member for 4 months there, United. Get in there, you don. Right, let's get into the team news, guys. This is my prediction for Ten Hag's lineup. Again, not what I would do, but just generally what I think that Ten Hag might do for this game. Obviously, we get it right sometimes, get it wrong sometimes. They call me Mystic Pig because I predict these things, but, I'm not a mystic. Jay United, thank you for being a member for 6 months. He says, come on, United, 2-0. I'm going to get the 3 points. Get in there, Jay United, lad. I hope you're good tonight, by the way. Thank you very much for getting in here. Hashtag 6 months, a legend of a sausage soldier as well. Big love to you, Jay. Thank you very much indeed for supporting this channel, my friend. You are an absolute hero. It says, come on, United, 2-0. I'm going for 2-0 as well, lad. Same prediction as me. Great shout there, Mr. Jay United. Come on, we got to beat Sheffield United, don't we? They're absolute meltoids. Thank you so much, Dad. You would expect games to be postponed because of the weather. Interesting. Oh, man, imagine if it doesn't go ahead. That'd be shite. That'd be shite, because I want to watch the game tomorrow. It's been starved of no Man United for a couple of weeks without international football on. Ronnie Dodge, thanks for being a member for nearly 2 years, you legend. Hashtag 22. He says, Mount and Højlund opening goal accounts tomorrow. Love that, Ronnie Dodge. Get in there. Come on, lad. It's got to happen, doesn't it? To be fair, Højlund's been particularly good in the Champions League games that we've seen. But yeah, we want to start seeing him banging these goals in the Premier League. I can see him getting on the score sheet tomorrow. So my prediction for the game, 2-0 to United with Højlund. And actually, I do think Rashford's going to get on the score sheet as well there. So those are my predictions, Ronnie. Rashford obviously scored in the last England game, was a good goal as well. Hopefully that's good for his confidence. He's been shite lately, but I think he'll play because Ten Hag just likes to play him, doesn't he? Thank you so much, by the way, there, Ronnie, for being a member nearly 2 years. You hashtag 22-month legend. And Crazy Joe Devola, thank you for the €2 super chat. Says, Pig, I think Sheffield will surprise you getting. No. Calm down, lad. Calm down, you city scummer. That is wishful thinking from your city scummers here, no doubt. It's a no from me, Carol. Thank you, Ben Dorr. Thank you, though, Crazy Joe, for that. That's what you want. Right, let's get into the team lineup predictions, guys. This is what I think Ten Hag's going to go with, but you never know, do you? Let's have a look. So, goalkeeper, Andre Onana. Of course, he's not going to drop him and play Bayanda or anything like that. It's obviously blatantly Andre Onana's going to play. Reguilon's back. Get in there, my son. We need him back. So, left back. We've got a proper left back. Reguilon at left back's a no-brainer. Now, the centre-backs, he has said what he said about Lindelof, but with what's gone on with Lindelof over the last, week or so, don't know if he'll start him. He might. He did say that he's in line for contention to start the game, but I just got a feeling he's going to go with the slab. Don't know. I've just got a feeling he's going to go with the slab at the back. It could be Johnny Evans. It could be Lindelof. Don't know. But I think against Sheffield United, away from home, Sheffield United gash, I don't know. I just got a feeling it's going to be the slab. Who knows? We'll see. But he was decent for England in the last couple of games. Maybe Ten Hag will just favour him. He could play Johnny Evans. He could play Lindelof, but Lindelof, obviously, he did say that he was exhausted and stuff, but he should be all right. He trained and he's back with it, with the energy and stuff. But got a feeling it'll be Mags and Varane. Varane back into the team, which is good. Let's hope that's the case. Dalot on the right. No Wan-Bissaka at this moment in time. Dalot makes the most sense to start at right back. And then in the midfield, there's no Casemiro. There's no Cassie. So I think what we'll be seeing is Amrabat finally in his favoured position as CDM there. But with alongside Scott McTominay playing box-to-box with the freedom to get forward. Scotty going forward is a dangerous individual. He's proven that with his recent goals for United and Scotland. He's good going forward. But as a holding midfielder, he's shite. That's my humble opinion there. But with Amrabat behind him, just playing the more defensive of the two, perhaps he could have a decent game. He is in good form at the moment, Scott McTominay. So I expect him to start. I expect him to play. And hopefully he'll play well. We are playing Sheffield United. He should be able to boss the game against Sheffield United. That's his bloody level, the lad. So Amrabat and McTominay in the midfield, I think that's what's going to be the case with no Cassie. On the left side, yes, I'd like to see Garnacho, but Rashford probably will start. We know that Ten Hag likes to play his senior players. Rashford will probably be getting in there. Now, I've gone for Mount in the middle and Rashford and Bruno on the right over on this one. Just a couple of comments there from Ten Hag about Bruno playing the right wing, not necessarily for this game, but in the past, alludes to the fact that he's quite happy playing Bruno Fernandes in that position. You look at who's available, you look at who's fit and ready. Perhaps we could see Mason Mount played in the hole and Bruno Fernandes played on the right wing. Who knows? Maybe it'll be Anthony, maybe it'll be Police. Who actually knows? But got a feeling that it might be something like that. Mason Mount in the hole with Bruno on the right. Again, you could swap those two over, I suppose. Bruno could be playing in his favoured position in the hole. Mason Mount can play on the wide position there. Mag says we got 104 likes. Thank you everyone for hitting that like button. Do smash that thumbs up on it if you haven't done so. Give us a little like spike. Let's get to 169 likes on this preview. Thank you everyone who's hit the like button. And screw you to everyone who's not been asked. Anyway, and then Højlund up top. Højlund's a beast as well. Yeah, Mount can play right wing as well, Chris Scragg. But just from what we've seen Ten Hag do, he likes playing Bruno right wing, doesn't he? Anyway, so that's my lineup, guys. I don't know if that's going to be legit, of course, but I think that that's likely going to be the case with Erik Ten Hag for tomorrow. He could be playing some of the youngsters. He could be playing perhaps some players in different positions, but generally I think that's probably what's going to happen based on who's available. Yeah, put Scotty in at number 10. I think he'll be great. Yeah, fair play. I think he's definitely utilised better there, isn't he, than playing a CDM role or a defensive midfield role at all. I agree. I think he's better up the top of the pitch, mate. I would do that too, but the only problem is he's not going to get in ahead of the likes of Bruno Fernandes or even Mason Mount at CAM for Ten Hag. It's just not going to happen. But yeah, I agree with you though, Kate. I think his best position's probably there. I would actually take him off of the bench. I'd put him on the bench and I'd use him as a late impact player further up the pitch, just like we saw against Brentford. So yeah, good shout there, Kate Cadet lad. Right, I'm going to get into the live chat now for a few minutes. I've got to wrap it up soon because we are doing a cheeky little FIFA stream over on the gaming channel shortly. But thank you everyone who's in here. Make sure you smash the thumbs up button, give us a massive like. I'm going to go over to Twitter, shout out everyone who's given us a repost on Twitter as well. Thank you to all of you who've done that. It does help us out on the channel. Big up yourselves. We've had 10 reposts. Thank you so much to Guyam Legend getting in there raw. Thank you also to Aaron Homeyard, John Boy Cat, Sanjay Ramatar, Larry Hasser, J United in Gaming, Zany Geek, The Goat, Raj, and United Mark. Thank you so much, lads and lasses, for giving us a repost there. That is awesome. Right, guys, subscribe if you want to chat. Get yourself in the live chat here for a few minutes. We're going to get into the chat, see what you guys are saying. Batman Light Fan, better late than never, my man. Better late than never. Oh, nice one, Ronnie Dodge, mate. What are you going for? You agree with Cake too? Yeah, I agree. You know, McTominay is not a good... He's not a good central midfielder, I actually don't think. He's not good enough with the pass. He's not technically good enough with the passing and spreading the play. He's also, I don't think, even that good of a defender. He is a physical, big, strong lad. I don't think he reads the game that well in terms of like intercepting and tackling. It's not his forte. Whereas getting forward, being a big lummox up top and getting himself about and creating chances and scoring goals, he is good at. He's a big physical presence up there. So I think he's better off utilised as a sort of centre forward in this day and age, or certainly as an attacking midfielder of sorts. Playing deeper, not for me, but still think he's going to play there tomorrow. Rory C, thank you for the super chat, mate. Says, let's not get overexcited by McTominay. McShady got a few important late goals. Rory, listen, I'm not, listen, I'm not pretending. This is what I think Ten Hag's going to do. If it was down to me, McTominay would be serving ice creams, mate. You know what I mean? Wouldn't be in the fucking lineup at all. McTominay, to me, is bang average and has proven that over 5 years. One cameo performance against Brentford where he's come on and banged two changes nothing for me, lad. That's my opinion. Nobody should get excited about Scott McTominay. Scott McTominay is not a very good player. There you go, I said it. He might be good for Scotland. Hate to break it to you, and if there's any Scottish fans in there, I apologise. Scotland agash. Is it really that hard to shine in a Scotland team? You know, I reckon I could get my boots on and do a job for Scotland. You know what I'm saying? They're fucking bang average, mate. Oh dear. The Cake Cadet, thank you so much indeed for getting in here raw, lad. Everybody, let's get some big love in there for Cake Cadet. Thank you so much, lad. He says Bruno and Amra back deep and McTominay at number 10. Nice, I like it. I do like that, actually, Cake Cadet. That's nice. Do we see Ten Hag doing that, though? Don't really think he will, but I like it. I like your style. Bruno deeper can have some really good games there, particularly in a game like this one against Sheffield United, where he should get plenty of time on the ball. He is what you call in the industry a great passer and a great playmaker, and he can just spread the play, unlike Scott McTominay deeper, who struggles with that sort of stuff. I think you're onto something there, Cake Cadet. I like it. I like what you're saying to me. Get in there, Kate. Thank you for the super chat, lad. Jay says McTominay is a very powerful runner, and for us, Fred was our energy and off the ball. That's why Ollie stuck with McFred. A fair play, lad. Scottish football is one level above pub football. Thank you, Keanu Steve. He came on for 5 minutes to smash 2 goals. Let's just remember how shite he is. Yeah, exactly, Craig Warby. Exactly, well said. Scotty will do us proud. Well, hope so, Jeff. We need him right now, to be fair. We've got injury issues in that midfield. Jack says, I take serious offence to your comments about Scotland. England are gash with Southgate. England might be gash with Southgate, but, England would smash up Scotland if we played Slabby Maguire as striker, mate. You know what I'm saying? So, you can take serious offence to it if you want. It's only a bit of banter, lad. It's only a bit of banter. But to be fair, if you really think Scotland are a top side, I mean, okay, you've had a good time of it in qualification for the Euros. Guess what? You'll be getting drubbed up at the actual finals, lad. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. But hey, fair play to you. It's not like England really do that great either. But how many World Cup semi-finals have you got to in recent memory? Never, that's how many. And how many European Championship finals you got to? Same again, lad. The Project, thank you so much for the £5 super chat. Appreciate that. Thank you so much, The Project. Says, hope you're good, pig, you cheeky Dorset devil. Hey, thank you, The Project, mate. Thank you. That's a nice fat cat you've got in your avatar there, lad. I love me a fat cat, lad. Thank you so much, bro. The Project for getting in here. Let's get some love in there for him. Thank you so much, lad. Jack Abernathy's just bantering. I know that great old Scottish vibe banter, lad. Get in. Vincent Bullock, how you doing? Gary Finnegan. I'm feeling a bit better these days, mate. Thanks for asking. I've had a rough week, but feeling better, lad. You play Garnacho? I would too, but I've got a feeling he's going to go with Rashi. Ronnie Dodge, thank you so much. Says Mount's comment sounds like he's always been a Red, says Ronnie Dodge. Oh yeah, like his comments about like David Beckham and stuff. Yeah, he does seem like he loves a bit United, doesn't he? He was pretty clearly desperate to get out of Chelsea and join United and very happy about doing so. So I think that does tell a story, lad. Yeah, I'm not a big lover of Mason Mount. You know my thoughts on him. I think he's pretty average and we overpaid for a pretty average player. But I like his mentality and he does work hard, and let's hope he can be a good sort of squad player for us for many years to come. Let's hope. He's only 24, so I hold out some hope for him. Thank you very much, Ronnie, lad. Kianis, does any news on Ahmad and how he will play it now? Unfortunately, I don't think he's back into the situation either in terms of fitness and that kind of thing. Wizzy Sam says, it's my birthday today, Piggy. Happy birthday, Wizzy Sam. Many happy returns. Hope you have a great day, lad. Thank you very much for getting in here. United winning coming. Let's hope they give you a good birthday present, lad. Well, that's true, Jonathan, yeah. And because of his sort of credit that he's built up with Ten Hag last season. Thank you, Natalia. This deserves some iron brew. Yeah, Orlando, you are... Thank you, Timmy. I appreciate you. Thank you, Craw. Yes, Craig Warby. So, Pig, can you say, have you been fertilising my daughter in a Dorset farmer accent? No. No, I'm not going to say that, mate. Maybe on the gaming channel, mate. Crikey. Anyway, guys, we're going to wrap this stream up now because I've got to go over to the gaming channel and do a gaming stream now. Everyone, thanks for watching this stream tonight. Do us a big favour. Come back afterwards. Get your thoughts and opinions in about the starting 11, what starting 11 you'd like to see. Also, get your thoughts in regards to the... what was I going to say? The score predictions and the goal scorers. Come back after this video is finished. Get your predictions in there. Come back when this video is finished and comment in the not live comment section. You know it makes sense. Also, come and follow us over here to the gaming channel, folks. We are going to be on the gaming channel now. FC24 stream right here, right now. We're going to just start literally in a minute's time. So come and join us, folks. We're going to play some FIFA tonight. Not feeling that great, so I don't know how long it will be in for stream, but we'll get on there and play some Foot Champs games and chill and open some packs and that kind of stuff. So it's pinned to the top of the live chat there. Go and click that link. Here it is once again in the chat there. Go over there. Even if you're not going to watch the stream, go and smash a thumbs up on it. It will help us out. Give us a massive like spike over there on the FIFA stream. And we'll be back on in about 2 minutes over there, guys. Go and subscribe to Flying Pig Gaming as well. It's a different channel that we're on. If you're not subscribed to it, you probably are. But if not, go and subscribe to Flying Pig Gaming. There's the FC24 stream right there. Guys, thanks for tuning in. You're a bunch of legends. I've got to run. Be over there in a minute. Come back, have your say about the team lineup, score predictions, all that stuff afterwards. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, Twitch, and Kick at Flying Pig United. Links in the descriptions. Big up everybody in the live chat. Thanks to all the super chats. Thanks to all the members. A membership gifted like Crazy Joe and everybody else as well. See you over on the gaming channel stream in a minute. Legends, thanks for watching. See you soon. Come on, United. We're going to smash up those blades and bunt those bladey melts. Come on, United. See you tomorrow for the watch along as well at 7:30 p.m. UK time on this channel. We'll be starting. Just click the bell icon, click the subscribe button, click the notifications and all that sort of stuff, and set a reminder, and we'll see you there. Nice one, everybody. That's it from the Pigster. Stay classy. Come and join us here for the gaming stream. See you on the next one, and remember, when the seagulls follow the trawler, as this is because they think sardines will be thrown into the sea. Thank you very much.